Jacob here and welcome to my tutorial on how to make a tech house remix like Cashew. First of all you need a Acapella. So just look for one and fully legally download it. Now you need to find the key and the BPM of the Acapella. As you can see the key is F sharp minor and the BPM is 123. Now set the BPM to 125 and fit the Acapella to tempo.
It's getting late, I'm making my way over to my favorite place. I gotta get my body moving, shake the stress away. I wasn't looking for nobody when you looked my way. Possible candidate, yeah.
With the Acapella in hand, we can now lay down the foundations of the beat by adding in the thumping rhythms of the drums. First we need a boomy kick. After that we can add claps and open hats. To make it a true Cashew drum groove we need to add some percussions and closed hats. Before we come to mixing the drums it's really important to add some swing to get some groove into your track. After we have done that we can start by mixing the kick. When it comes to mixing kicks I like to do it like Cashew himself. He shows in his video great how to get the full potential out of his kicks. So the first thing I did was to load the preset EDM Kick 4 in the FabFilter Pro 3. It is important to set it to linear mode. Then I found out with span what is the root note of the kick. I then boosted this frequency in an EQ. For a bit of distortion I put FabFilter Satin on it. Finally I boosted the attack with a transient shaper. Now we come to the drum bus. First of all, there are plugins like Endless Smile or a low pass filter on it. However, I also packed an Ozone 10 exciter and a FabFilter Satin on it. But the most important thing is the glue compressor with the full parallel preset, on which I only changed the makeup. When it comes to making a bass like Cashew, it has to be fat. I made mine out of a sub and a mid bass. Then you have to draw a simple bass MIDI, like this. But now of course Sidechain has to be on the bass, and since we can use a simple trick, we just have to do an automation in Fruity Balance and analyze the kick in it. Now, if we turn the automation around, we have a perfect sidechain. Now to mix the bass. The first thing I did was to separate the two basses at 80 Hz. The second was in our bass on the mid bass. But now we get to the synths. If you want to make synths like Cashew you have to be very creative, which is why I also use these elements for the drop. For mixing the synths I first made a low cut on all synths. Then I changed the sound with Shaper Box 3. Last but not least, I used distortion and reverb automations. To end the drop I spiced it up with a dash of punchy stabs and hypnotic effects. But remember that the stabs must not just be placed at the beginning, they must be placed very groovy. To do the intro, I first looped a small part of the vocals with an automation. After I did that, I made a Reese bass and a MIDI. To improve the vibe, I added a violin, an arpeggiator and an uplifter. For the build-up, I just took a few risers, a snare, a build and vocal, and combined it with an endless smile automation. I'll now demonstrate how I mixed the track. To start, I bounced it into a separate project to conserve CPU resources. Then, I applied a brick wall limiter and adjusted the limit level until the sound became distorted. Next, I utilized the glue compressor with the Glue 2 preset, which I modified to suit the song. I also added the Golfer Secondo Zone 10 for further enhancement. Finally, I employed the Pro L2 limiter to bring the volume up to -6 LUFS. As a final touch, I ran the limiter independently on the left and right channels by setting the transient and releaser channel linking to 0 and oversampling to 16x. But now let's hear the final song.